retired employee. Come today more concerned about insurance. I know it's a big deal. We all do. I've kind of got some copies of kind of the policy, more or less, that we, give us pass it on, please. That we've had, that we actually retired under, and we know starting June the first, we got a letter saying to pay 10%. And we also know that when we retired under the package that we retired under, that we were told that our insurance would, be paid 100%. Now, we know that we retired 2.5 years ago, most of it, except for Terry Kinslow. He retired the 1st of April. Mr. Gates had assured him then that his insurance would be paid also. Now, I guess things have certainly changed since that. But those, Larry and I, there are some others, there's several of us. We know that we retired under a very unpopular manager. So, to say that, he offered us a retirement package, paying our insurance for part of it. I don't know if we deserve everything, but I will tell you this. You won't run across any more dedicated people than Larry, Cody, Terry, Randy Watson, and there's some more. We're not the only ones. We spent a lot of hours out there on dark nights, cold days, wind blowing, ice, climbing poles where your hooks never hit the ice, and we done it all for the members. And the reason why we done that, because we had the opportunity to go to work for some of the first hands that ever started this organization, and they instilled in us dedication. It wasn't a 8 to 5 job. We was letting on to start out with that it was a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job, and that's the way we operated. And these guys that were the first ones, that started this organization, you made yourself available, or you probably wouldn't have had a job. But we've been dedicated. We're still dedicated to Choctaw Electric. It's been good to us. When y'all are considering decisions on insurance, I want you to take into consideration our wives. Some of them, my wife in particular, she's had breast cancer, and it's hard to get insurance after that. I know I can't get life insurance on it because I've done tried that. And so, insurance is important to all of us. All of us have got wives that have got pre-existing probably conditions. I know Larry's wife's got some back issues and things, and some of them may be 1 year to 3 years behind us as far as when we hit Medicare. But we'd ask that y'all take that in consideration. Our wives, we left our homes a lot of nights, and left our wives and children alone, and they fended for themselves. Sometimes we were gone. It wasn't unusual to work 30, 40. I think Larry even this one weekend worked 60 hours on a bad storm. People will get out of pocket and things, and they're hard to get a hold of. And I'm not boasting about what we done, I'm just trying to tell y'all how dedicated we were. We think that we earned this. Y'all, consider whatever. I'm not sure. But anyway, we feel like that, you know, we should have been grandfathered into this because we had no control over what went on here. We done our jobs. He offered us a deal, and he wanted us out anyway. We didn't fit into his program, but I appreciate your time, and I thank each and every one of you. Larry, you have anything to say?
Yeah, I'd like to ask you a question, David. I think all of y'all are on the same page that's here with the retirees. Y'all's opinion is, when y'all retired under good faith, that this co-op was gonna provide y'all's insurance 100%. Is that?
We were
And that's
told
what you
that,
were pretty
we
well
were
told.
told that it would be provided 100%.
Okay.
We had a contract, we didn't, I remember asking him about, and you know, about this, well, he said, I took care of it, it's in the policy, this is what you're retiring under. And, you know, to us, it pertains to the whole package.
Well, we've discussed and we talked to him before Mr. Duncan got on board with Mr. Gates and this insurance. It's a big deal. You mentioned that yourself. With the nationwide, not just Choctaw Electric. It's everywhere in this whole country. Every employer with employees, and we understand it. But we talked about that. But if we could do, now this is just me thinking. I'm just one out of our 9 of the board. But if we could change to 10%, there's no difference that we could change to 90%, where you guys paid 90% and we paid 10%. That's the way I see it. If we can change it one way, you can change it. Anyway, y'all felt like y'all were pretty well, should be grandfathered in on what y'all retired to. So, and I understand that. I know for a fact with teacher retirement, and I'm retired, boy, I'd hate for them to up and just change that in the middle of the screen just because from what I retired underneath, and Stacy's gonna be the same way here in a few years when he retires from teachers, and, well, George's wife, I think's a teacher, and that's just what my experience with what my career had been. So, I understand exactly where you guys is coming from. I'm not sure what we can do, what we will do, but I understand where y'all are. I understand where y'all are coming from, 100%.
Yeah, we're just here to let you know that we do care, and we care about the co-op. We care about the future of the co-op. You know, these things, they can have a trickle-down effect. You know, what happens here could, on insurance or anything, you know, it's gonna affect the working people that are out there right now. Everybody wants a good policy and good insurance, and it's getting hard to come by.
I have a question.
Okay.
When Bill asked you the question if it was part of your deal when you retired early,
Mm-hmm.
was it including your family or just yourself?
Well, it was the whole deal, you know. My wife is a year younger than me. You know, I worry about what's going to happen to her when I hit Medicare, and like I say, she's got a pre-existing condition. What's going to happen in that year till she can hit Medicare? I know that according to the old policy that, you know, we have to pay so much of that or whatever, and that's a concern. But to us, we were told the whole policy, not just pay 100%, but the
That
whole
was a
policy,
family.
that refers to the retirement.
Family policy.
Yeah,
That's actually,
that includes a supplemental and.
that's actually the way the policy actually read at that time when we retired. That,
Is that what this is?
I believe that's right, until,
Yeah, I checked where
that the co-op would pay our insurance until we reached age 65. That's what the policy says. And, you know, then if our wives are younger, like David said, and mine is a little bit, and his is a year there, then we'd have to start paying, we would have to pay theirs until they reach 65.
But they could stay on the same plan,
Right.
so the plan didn't
Once,
have to change.
once I reach 65, then my wife won't be 65, so I'll have to pay for her until she gets 65.
Right.
Okay.
You know, now that's the way.
Was there also, when you turn 65, are you going, was it in the contract? I haven't read it yet, the old one. Does that mean your your supplement,
If we wanted to
You
start paying for it, we could keep it as a supplement.
you'd have to pay for it though?
Right,
Okay.
that's the way it was, right, David?
The percentage.
Yeah.
Right.
We'd have to pay a certain amount of it. It would be cheaper though, now, it was
Yeah.
quite a bit cheaper than what the whole family policy was. But if we wanted to keep it as a supplement, we'd have to pay for that once we reach 65.
I've got one other question for you. Is everyone represented here today, do all of you have 30 years of service?
Yes,
Yes.
I guess I could go over that. I think Larry's got 38, Terry's got 31, Randy's got 41, I've got 43.
Wow.
You're not that old.
He started.
I started 2 weeks out of high school.
I'd like to make one other comment to these guys. There's not anybody sitting around this table that's any more appreciative to what you guys and y'all's generation has done for this co-op. And I've told David, and I'll tell all the rest of y'all, that I know that you guys was what held this thing together through bad times. People like y'all and the employees that were like y'all, because if it hadn't been for y'all, and it's a lot that we've still got on board right now today, held this thing together for us and kept the lights on. That's my comment.
Okay, any other questions, comments? All right, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. We've got an executive session later in the day in the meeting, and we'll take this up during that time, and, someone will contact you, okay?
We thank y'all for y'all's time.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
And you're welcome to
Thank you
stay.
for keeping
don't
my
have to.
chicken houses on years ago.
You're welcome to stay with us all day.